Welcome back, drone fans, to a very special episode of Dung Drones. Today we welcome a brand new member of our family, that is the DJI Mini 2, and we are just going to be taking a little break from the Mini SE, but we're going to still be, every now and again, blah 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 blah. So just inspecting the package. All you get in this is just a controller and the drone and the attachments for you to connect your phone to the controller. So it's not quite a lot. We see that it's 249 grams, so that's ultralight, and that also means less trouble in terms of registering this thing. So pretty simple packaging, as we can see, and we're just going to open it. And here we see the drone. In appearance, it's very much similar to the Mini SE, and I'm just going to take that out. And this is the drone, and notice that there are quite a few stickers on this thing. That's quite normal. So there are stickers holding the props together, and there are also stickers holding the gimbal guard and everything in place. So I'm just gonna get rid of all of this. And if the yellow tip here, so we're just going to pull that off. And okay, so there it is, guys. This is the Mini 2, and right away you'll notice that there's some differences with this drone and the Mini SE, and the most obvious one standing out is this little structure right here. This is an LED light, and of course I think that's an indicator, and that's for later on in this series when we embark on all you need to know about the DJI Mini 2. So just like all the most of the DJI quadcopters that I know, we start first by unfolding the front legs, and then we unfold the back legs. And like I said before, it looks very much like the Mini SE. The difference is that you see Mini 2 on the arm here. There is this LED indicator, and the button at the back here. The LED on our old drone, that's the Mini SE, we could not press it, but this one can be pressed, and this is also an LED indicator. So quite a few additions to this Mini 2. Okay guys, so we're taking a look at the business end of this drone, and of course I'm talking about the camera gimbal right here. It promises to shoot 4K at 30 frames per second, which is the movie standard. That has been the movie standard for a lot of years now. So I'm just removing this gimbal guard gently, and I'm going to show you what the camera looks like close up. So if I am to, let me just adjust that focus. I'm going to bring it in a little more. There we go, guys. So that's the camera that we're looking at here, and we can see 4K written on the side, which means that it is just for this purpose. So the difference between this and the Mini SE are worlds apart in terms of video quality, in terms of picture quality. It should be a lot better, and certainly in terms of range. So the camera quality coming from this gimbal should be fantastic. And we're going to go digging through this box again. I want to know what else is inside this box. So this is where the drone would sit, and we're just going to lift that out to reveal what is under it. And of course we get our manual, and if you're buying this for the first time, to get this out, you want to pull on this tab that is right here. So you pull on that tab, and there's the controller. So let me just set this aside out of the way, and we're going to take a look at what is inside the box here. So if we open this, we see that we get all these extra parts here. This is the manual. Make sure you read that. I don't really read it, but you guys should read it. So let me just get that out. Got some more papers in here, quite a bit of papers, guys. Okay, so that's empty. And this is just a simple manual, you know, giving you basic directions in terms of what the controller does. Quite similar with the packaging for the Mini SE. And we have, you know, just some extra tidbits of information. More Chinese writing. I am assuming that, you know, these are the kind of agreements that you'd have inside this kind of packaging. So I'm just going through everything. This is in Spanish. This is in Spanish. Okay. Okay, and this, remember guys, when we got the Mini SC and it had this pamphlet about flying safely, I'm guessing this is the equivalent, because check this out, it's actually telling us a couple things that we should be mindful of when it comes to flying this drone. So things like, you know, you should fly during the day, and you should not fly through fog or through the clouds, and you know, you must fly one drone at a time, things like that, and you know, where and when you can fly. So very important information here. I'm just gonna put that to the side. Okay, we got some recycling information, and this, guys, is the manual. Half of this thing is in Chinese and the other half is in English, and well, I wouldn't say the other half, but the other part of it is in English and the other part is in Spanish. So you want to read what is inside this book. Again, as I said, I'm not reading this. So we're moving on. And if we take a closer look, guys, this is the goods that we're looking at here. So we have a C-shaped cable here. I'm assuming this is to charge the drone, and again, we can charge the drone with a battery inside of it. So, but we won't be using that. Remember, we have the Mini 2 charging hub, so we have the perfect thing to charge multiple batteries at a time. We also have this neat screwdriver here, quite similar to the one that came with the Mini SE. So I'm just gonna get these things out. And check this out, guys. This is the cable that we're going to be using with our controller. So we have an Android connection here, just in case we're using an Android device. And also we have C-shape here for connecting to the controller. And notice that we have this cable for a C-shape Android phone. So this end goes to the controller and this end would go inside our device. So I'm just going to put that down as well. And finally, we have these two items. We have extra propellers, guys, about 4 of them. So 2 A propellers and 2 B propellers. Check out the letters, guys. So we got A and we got B propellers, right? And we just get rid of that stuff there. And then finally we have extra joysticks. So this is great for those of us who are just starting out, in case you lose these things while you're putting it together. We've got extra joysticks, so that's fantastic. Now we're not quite finished yet, because there's still one more item inside this box, and of course it remains one of the most important items inside this box. I'm just going to get that out. And we have a couple silica gel packets just to keep things prevent things from getting too moist. Just gonna let that sit there. And here it is, guys. This is the controller that gives us great transmission and distance. It is said to go with the OcuSync 2.0. I'm hoping that through an update we can have this thing going up to 3.0 or beyond, but this is the packaging that it comes in. So I'm just going to rip this open, I don't intend to use this plastic again, so I'm just going to turn on it. And there it is, guys. Look at that. And just like the controller for the Mavic Air 2, we have these two joysticks stored at the bottom here. You'll see the C-shape charging port there for the controller, and of course we've got rubber grips at the back to make sure that things are nice and comfy when we're holding this controller. Now, just like the Mavic Air 2, we can pull these out and we can screw them in. So you want to be gentle. I'm always careful when I'm screwing these in, because the last thing you want to do is to cross thread these things as you're, oh my goodness, this is not easy to come out. So okay, so I'm just gonna, there we go. So just gonna screw that one in as well. And if we tap on the power button, we see that this thing is 50% charged. So quite a few things to get with this setup here, and here it is, guys. This is the antenna that we can pull up, and our device will slide quite comfortably right at the top here. So this is pretty neat stuff that we've got in this box here. So this is it, guys. That's the packaging for the DJI Mini 2. And as I said before, we're going to be starting a new journey on about drones as it relates to, you know, flying and everything else. So catch you guys in the next one. It's Dung Drones, over and out.